Hi, I'm Lee. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a lovely day. I'm a short, overweight, middle-aged white dude. I've got thinning brown hair, black glasses, I'm wearing a grey shirt, and I'm sitting in this lovely park with three lovely people because in this video, we're going to have a look at the BYD Atto 3. And these are the three lovely people who've allowed me access very kindly to their BYD Atto 3. So here we have Arik, Serge, and Elena. Hello.
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 Well, first of all, thank you so much for letting me have access to the car. It's exceptionally generous. I really appreciate it. And I wanted to ask you a couple of questions about what it was like with the car and sort of what motivated you and all that kind of thing. So I suppose the first thing is, what made you think about getting, well, actually, no, what we should start with is, whose car is it?
It's mine.
It's Elena. Okay. So and so what was the motivation? What made you sort of think about getting an electric car?
We was thinking about buy or not to buy electrical car because of my husband always think about, it's about environment and petrol price. Recently been increased, and he was thinking and asked me maybe we're going to buy electrical car. I was thinking, we had previous, I had a car previous, Toyota previous, yeah. It was many years ago. It was nice car, like sort of electrical, but not really. But this time, yes, hybrid. But this time, I think okay, and we're went to order this car and.
Okay. So you had a Prius, Toyota Prius.
Yeah.
Do you think that having had that and had the experience with that made you a little bit less hesitant about, like, if you didn't have that before and you'd never had any experience with any sort of electrical anything with cars, do you think you would have been a bit more, ooh, electric, it's new, I'm not sure, or didn't make a difference?
I don't know. It's maybe who's got first time electrical, maybe a little bit, like shock, like it's completely different.
Yeah.
Sensation, like it's experience with electrical car. But I had before, but it's a little bit different in this one.
And going into right, you've decided we're going to get the electric car. Were there any things that you thought, oh, hang on, wait a minute, I don't know about you, but my natural instinct is to worry about things.
I always worry.
Okay.
Everything.
Great.
Even now, sometimes.
Soul's connected. Yeah. So what were some of the things that you were worried about with, okay, if I get electrical, these are the things that could go wrong. What were those things that you were concerned about?
I stuck in the middle of something. I don't know what to do, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, how to operate the
I think it
car.
was my dad who actually convinced my mom.
Yeah.
Let's
Right.
start from this
She
one.
likes all everything new.
He was the one who's been doing all the research.
The right thing to start because I love the new energy sources. I just even we have 3 dental clinics, and 2 of them our premises. On both we installed solar panels. So during the day we're using renewable energy, and that made me actually to feel we have to have electric car as well, because it's kind of something new, something like we can use not the petrol only, we can use electric alternative energy.
Future.
And this is, in my point of view, I think this is the future. And that's maybe the right thing to go on it. That's why actually I start looking for the electric car. We discuss many things. So in Australia, unfortunately, we don't have many choices. And mainly it was like Tesla. I tried to persuade my wife, let's go on Tesla. She said never ever, because I have already a sport car which is low, and sitting there, going out the car, is really, really hard. And she wanted something a bit higher and easy to get in and out. So Tesla come up from our things.
And at that time, the Model Y wasn't available as well.
Model Y wasn't.
It wasn't
we
available.
Didn't hear about the Model Y. And one day, my son actually, Eric, he comes and he says, "Oh, I've seen an advertising on YouTube or somewhere that there is a new car coming to Australia, and this is Chinese car, BYD And
Never heard of.
never
We heard of
heard
MG,
about
they
it.
even
So-
MG,
Yeah, we had actually test drive MG. It was a nice car.
Yes, you
We
liked
had a test drive, and she liked actually, but
It's
but
like a little bit not comfortable inside. Like
I would say it was
something inside.
pretty same with BYD. It's pretty same, but
The range, right? The range was a
range
bit
was a bit
less.
shorter, and waiting period was long.
Bit longer.
Exactly.
And this was the pre, not the. So there's a new MG that came out sort of like this July 2022. Was that?
I think it was even last year.
So okay, so it was it was a previous model.
Because
Yeah.
what I'm talking the period when my son came to me and said there is a new car coming to Australia. So it was sometime beginning February, if I'm not. No, it was in the end February. Yeah.
Yes.
End of February, and beginning of March we actually ordered it. Especially the
Expect
condition
delivery
was-
June, July, I think. they
Yeah,
said.
June, July.
I suppose the way things are these days, that's not too bad.
Yeah, no, we have to wait for at least 6 months.
Yeah.
Especially the deposit we give, $1,000.
Fully refundable.
Fully refundable.
Oh, so
Why not
no risk.
No-brainer.
Why not to try?
Yeah.
So that's why we decided to go on it. We made the order straight away. And that's it. We've been waiting.
One moment, 3 years ago we went to China together.
Ah, yeah, that's
And
right.
Serge was looking on the road. Elena, look, it's so many electricals. It's 30%. We asked after one guy, he told me it's 30% of the transport of the
cars,
cars. It was electrical already 3 years ago there.
You know,
Yeah.
Actually, in China, it's really easy to recognize electric car because number plates, they're different color. They got
Wait,
a green
wait.
color number plates.
Oh, that's clever.
Number plates, yeah. So on the
Easy
road,
to, yes,
when
to-
we've been actually driving,
Traveling,
working, or traveling, so we've seen a lot of cars. I said, wow, the Chinese guys, they just improved.
And I think that's what that's really that's I'm looking at the camera now because this is not a bad idea because one thing that I thought of, by them having the green plates for all the people who don't have electric cars who might think I've thought about it but there's not a lot of them out there. You suddenly see green plate.
Can
It has a psychological effect on the population.
Maybe, yes.
That I think
You're right.
that might be a good idea here in Australia. Who knows? So yeah, that's actually a really clever thing. Not just it makes people recognize them or make it feel less special and it
Yeah.
more. Oh, I didn't realize there was. I mean, like now, like my wife was actually just saying to me recently. We got a Model Y a couple months ago, maybe 2 months, and she's like, I'm really glad that we got the Model Y and we didn't have to wait too long. But I'm a little bit upset that everyone else got them as well because we don't get to feel so special because they're everywhere
I feel
now.
so special now.
Yes.
You know, sometimes on the intersection I stop and everyone I think looking at me like, my car, not me, like in the car.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
Sometimes
name
my
of it?
patient, I work in the medical clinic, and patients come to me, oh, this is your car, I want to see your nice, what's the company name? Because it's no name.
BYD, the long
yeah.
name.
Build your dream.
Yes, build my dream, yeah.
It's not subtle.
Exactly.
Funny,
Yeah.
when we were placing the order, we asked Mom, what color do you want? And she said, I want a blue one because it will be easier for me to find or locate the car in the car park.
So many black, and
White,
white, you know, but the blue one is not many.
Easier to find, yeah. So the main thing that you were concerned about when you ordered the car was range anxiety. You know, what if I'm driving somewhere and I run out of petrol? You know, what if I run out of power? What do I do? What happens?
Yeah.
So what's the experience been like? Has that been something that, what's happened with that?
I'm driving only 2 weeks and very
Well, I
fresh.
must admit, even before we got electric car, my mom, she would only drive within maybe 5-10 kilometer radius from home. She would never ever would drive
Get a bicycle.
Not by herself. It must be with my dad,
Yeah,
at
we
least.
know
She
it's-
must, someone else must be present. But I guess range anxiety in her case is not a problem because, as I said, she only drives to work, shopping,
Short
grandma,
distances.
short distances.
It's much easier.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
So
come back home, put it to charge, just like an iPhone.
and for charging, you're using just the
Normal,
wall
yeah.
charger
Yes,
that
normal,
came with. So
yeah.
you're charging it 2 kilowatts, and it's. I mean, with that much of driving, you charge in, 2-3 hours every night, and
Yeah.
no problem.
One night, yes.
So now that you've got the car, what are some of the things that you really like about the car? Like some things that surprised you that you like, sort of. I mean, I know with me with my new car, every couple of days I'm like, oh, I know that button did that. So what are some of those things?
It surprised everything, you know, each button surprised me, you know, because for example, what I like it, when I start to driving, it start to like start music, to play music in the salon,
Like
you know,
calm
music and like birds far away, like, you know, nice, calming, you know.
Calming music.
Yeah, calming
So it's like you're in a spa.
Yes, it's different music, but when I'm during the driving, it's the same music, but far away, like you hear very light, you know, music somewhere.
It's good. It's not
They-
distracting.
No, no distract. No, it's like
Yeah,
pleasant. You know, like yeah. Another thing.
And you can turn
I
that off
wanted
if you
to-
want to.
What?
You can turn that off if you want to.
I didn't find this
you
button.
haven't found it yet. There'll be a button
Find my
somewhere.
button.
The buttons we can't
Yeah.
find yet.
But strange, you know, when I'm close to cars, it's start to beeping, but beeping after when I pass this car. It's strange. I don't know why.
So what do you mean by that?
For example, if you close, you know,
Oh, so
too
you-
close to
yeah,
the
too
car.
close to- car.
Kind of system, alarming system when you like to prevent the collision from up front coming car.
Yeah.
So it's
like-
kind of making a
Noise,
beeping.
Like
beeping.
yeah.
Yeah, but she complains that it comes when she passes this car.
I see,
Ah,
notice
okay.
after.
Right.
Oh, it's kind of we still.
So it's
I don't
beeping.
know why that-
So instead of beeping, you're gonna hit a car. It's beeping. You've hit a car.
Yeah.
No, but another interesting thing is when you actually indicate or when you reverse,
Yeah,
there
it's
is
music. It's
a
not like
classical music playing. It's
Yeah,
actually
no.
very interesting, you know, to hear. I think it's just for other pedestrians that are walking around.
Ah, okay,
for them to notice.
electric car might be quiet. And,
Something,
yeah.
something is coming. So
Because
people
outside you can hear like-
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Because
Nice
we had a
music, yeah.
problem actually with the Prius. People can't hear the car when it
So
was
they're getting run
driving
over.
on electric motor, so nobody hear the noise and like natural noise for the car.
Yeah.
So we can kick the person easily without seeing it. Yeah. And that car, it's actually music outside as well.
Yeah,
So
it's,
the car drives. There is kind of music, so
Classical
it
music,
can,
classic music. Yeah.
can communicate people around you.
Hey, watch
like,
out.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
more alert maybe, yes.
Thinking.
Something interesting.
It's a nice thing to think about,
Good
yeah.
idea, but it's kind of, yeah.
Interesting. You can change colors of handles, like
Oh, yeah,
design,
yeah.
like
Well, the design done,
Have a
yes.
disco in your car.
Yeah.
Design,
Yes, there's lots of LED lighting which you can modify. The design itself, I think BYD was trying to aim at is more of a muscles, the look of muscles.
Yeah,
in
the tissue
gym.
stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's
on
very
rails,
sporty,
like
energetic.
like guitar, you know, like play guitar, you know, on
Yeah.
the sides, like just interesting.
Yeah.
Like
I've seen quite a few videos where people play different tunes
yeah,
on it.
step, you know, if you know.
Have you had the grandkids in yet, and have they played with the guitar strings a lot?
Not yet, we're not giving them. Still.
Because they find that you'll be driving, ding 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 ding. Stop it!
We didn't put a child chair there yet, but we'll see. Maybe.
They
yes,
didn't
maybe
show
not.
the idea.
We'll see.
And it's a very comfortable ride as
Very,
well.
yes, very
Because I've
nice
ridden a Model Y
and,
before. I find Model Y to be quite firm,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say maybe a bit more sporty in its riding nature. The BYD is a lot more, I would say, comfortable.
Comfortable. Smooth.
Yeah,
Smooth.
Smooth driving, yeah.
And have you got any trips planned with it? Sort of going a bit further than your usual.
not
one
maybe
day,
maybe one day we need.
yes.
It's a show 170, 80 kilometers. Can
Yeah, we want to go somewhere, like at least one charge would be enough to go and back.
Yeah.
Well, we're planning now, but who knows?
So
At least we try gradually. go.
Yeah.
For me, everything is different, better for me, you know, because you know I compare with my old car, and you know it's when you reversing, it's all like everyone new cars they have like show how to reverse and you know
Cameras, yeah.
easy for me. What else?
Like
It's
before, literally a couple hours ago, my mom came back home, right? And I told her, and she was getting the keys out from her pocket to lock the car. I'm like, Mom, you don't have to do that. You just press that button.
yeah,
on the door
wow,
handle,
wow.
And it will lock it. She's like, oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Easy, you know, and you need, or you can lock from boot, you know,
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
You
as
can
well.
lock.
Are there any features that it doesn't have that you're like, it would be nice if it had this feature or that feature? Anything you felt that's sort of, I don't want to say missing because you know no car's going to put everything. Like
Yeah.
there's everything. There's
Air
always something that
conditioner.
you'd like more.
Couple more negatives. The main, I would say, it's the warranty actually. When we ordered, it was saying it's 7 years warranty for everything. when we got it, before we actually got it, it was like 6 years, and some things been out of their warranty. And
Multimedia, I
even
think they
shorter.
said it was 6
Yeah,
months.
there was that big
Yeah,
announcement.
and lots of people were canceling the orders
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah, it's kind of we're still enjoying the car, but I don't know.
It left a little bit of a bitter
A bit
taste.
of
Yeah.
bitter taste,
Yeah.
exactly. Why New Zealand they got 7 years and everything included?
Because
And
of
why
safety,
it's
that is.
Oh,
Safety,
so
Australia.
New Zealand and Australia are different.
Different.
Yes.
It's different.
They got the
that's
cars first.
Does it do like the one pedal driver, the
It does.
regeneratives? How have you found that? How have you found the sort of regenerative braking, like the one pedal driving? Have you used that much?
Not
No.
actually, she's not.
She doesn't
Not
know much
that
about
much,
it.
no.
But
doesn't know and
I've
doesn't like.
driven the Tesla before, driven that one. I find the regenerative power, you don't really notice much. I mean, compared to Tesla, which is
Yeah.
you feel it, you
Mm.
really do feel it.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
I'm not
with
used.
BYD, I haven't really noticed too much. I haven't driven much, but at the same time, yeah, when
It
I
doesn't
drove
seem
it,
as-
when I get
as
a chance,
strong with-
not as much. Yeah.
Right.
So for her, it's an ideal car because you know
drives
it has
it.
all
Yes.
the buttons. Because my mom is very old school.
I'm not
She
really old
likes-
school.
She likes the buttons, you know. She can't rely just on one screen like you have on the Tesla, and you know. Yes,
Everything
the
in
charge
one
waiting for
spot,
one.
all
Yes, I need
information,
something,
yeah.
you know, just be sure to press and
Like
not to make.
easy way, it's button, yeah. So,
So-
in BYD, they thought about all people who are actually old school and who is actually
Yes.
the
More
new.
advanced, more tech savvy. I would
Yeah.
say.
So it's for
it's got
both.
balance.
I think balance.
Not like in Tesla, like just, you know,
Yeah. So Tesla's sort of like all the way over there, and petrol's all the way over there, and this is sort of in the middle for you. It's a nice.
Exactly,
Yes, yeah.
It's a nice
yeah.
balance.
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
balance.
It's like
nice,
for me.
Nice match, yes, for all people.
Cool. And it's a lot cheaper than a Tesla, which doesn't
Yes.
hurt.
This is the
Price-wise,
maybe
yeah.
The main thing is when we check the price, we've been really shocked because it's SUV, and SUV to buy for that price, no way. Even petrol one would cost same price, even more higher, I think. And
Yeah.
this is electrical car, like a new. Everything is like the future you buy and not expensive. I would call this car nice surprises. Every day something waiting for you, you don't know, and suddenly you got and you're surprised in a good way.
A nice surprise. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Spotify. I mean, they were supposed to do an update. I think that they released an update, but I always try to go and check if that update has been, you know,
Yeah, if it's come.
if it's come, but hasn't come yet. And apparently, the new update allows Spotify and navigation as well, which we haven't got yet.
Yeah, because they've
Yes,
said
yeah.
it'll get Apple Maps,
November.
Apple CarPlay, and Google
This
Car
should
as
come
well.
even later.
Even
This
later.
should
Oh, that-
be-
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's coming, but it doesn't have it, but it's coming now.
We actually,
got
when we
later.
picked up the car, these updates for Navigator, all this supposed to
Spotify.
come in 2-3 days, but it didn't. Maybe we missed something, I don't know. But there is no Navigator.
And is it over the air? Is it over?
the
I
air.
know like a
Over the
USB
update.
stick or something. So it just
But yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Mine's got
Wi-Fi. As long as you have
Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi
and-
connection, yeah.
cool. And so at the moment there's no maps in the car at all.
No.
How much?
No.
Okay, so no maps. Now I've seen so it does the thing where you can turn the screen.
Sure.
Is that to me like I looked at that and went, okay, like maybe someone.
I'm not using, just
Yeah,
use
I
horizontal.
don't think
you
of
know,
a
just-
reason why you'd want to do that.
The only thing I can think of is maybe potentially, you know, if you
Maybe
like
radio,
social
maybe.
media, a lot of TikTok and things like that, or Facebook
don't
maybe,
know.
if you want to be
Yeah.
more of a, I guess.
As,
Maybe
as-
radio channels, maybe it's
Portrait
easier, you
on
know.
landscape.
I
as
don't
someone
know,
who
so-
does video and keeps telling people to move their phone from there to there, I find that offensive.
That's why you got Tesla.
Yeah,
That's why you got Tesla.
The fact that you'd want to do that, oh, that makes me so angry. I've actually walked up to people in the street and gone, look, I do this for a living. Who's turning?
No, no, no.
Yeah. And they go, why? I go, have you ever seen a TV on a wall like that? No, TVs are like that. But then again, this is, I've got to stop being old and grumpy. This is, vertical is the way forward.
Yeah.
I've got to let go.
Yeah.
So were there any concerns that you had about the car before you got it, where you thought, look, I'm a bit worried about this, but we're going to get it anyway, and then you got it and you're like, oh, we didn't have to worry about that.
The main thing,
When you get-
no, the main thing is for my mom just having that shift from a combustion car to an electric car. That's
Yeah.
probably the main thing, but probably.
But I'm already happy. I just was stressed maybe 1 week after. Now I said, why so good? I need, why not
Yeah.
early? We didn't buy it.
And just say that again.
You see?
You know how much time it took my dad to convince her?
Oh, I can imagine.
Day and nights we would talk to her about
It
it.
took
Because it's new everything.
For me,
What's
it's also
happening?
new.
Huh?
Darling, for me, it's also
Yeah.
new.
But,
And
but you know,
yeah,
it's some people embrace new.
Yeah.
Some people are excited by new, and some people
She's
find
a-
new concerning, and new can be a bit scary. And yeah, like really, vertical video for me is scary. I know it's new, but I don't like. It's not just. No, it's just anyway. No, we're not gonna. I'm not gonna get on that. But you know, I can see how. I mean, like it was like with my wife. She was really concerned about. Like I said to her, we're selling both our cars. We're getting 2 Teslas. We can only afford one. We'll worry about that later. But we're getting 2 Teslas, and that's. She said, no way in hell. She said, no, we're keeping one petrol car. Because
In
what-
case, you
yeah.
know.
And I said to her, in case of what? She said, what if we don't have power for a week? I said, if we don't have power for a week, we've got bigger problems. You know, it's. And I think, I mean, I'm being a bit facetious here, but I think with a lot of the concerns that people have about electric cars, and I'm sorry, I'm getting on a bit on my soapbox here, but a lot of the concerns people have about electric cars, if you actually stop and think about it rationally, yes, if this happened, that would be bad. But if that happened, the whole world's bad. Like it's
Yes, yeah, comparable.
you sort of have the same sort of challenge with a petrol car. You know, it's so. Sorry, I should be interviewing, not talking. That's. But so would it be fair to say, not to put words in your mouth, but would it be fair to say that most of the concerns you had about the car, because it was electric, now
because
you
it's something new.
something
It's
new,
new.
and so it wasn't so much
Not
electric,
electric,
it was more just that it was new, something different.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
But
so
pretty
so
good.
it's been fine. It's
Quality,
fine.
Quality's
like,
been
you know,
great.
you would think when you
Yes.
spend, they say it's one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest electric car in Australia at the moment. And you would think, oh, if you buy something cheap, it's gonna be cheap build. But
Yeah.
No,
No,
you,
it's
you
like-
would be. When they had just the introduction of the BYD in Melbourne a couple of months ago, when I went to that in Chadstone, and I saw the car, I was just pleasantly surprised how good the quality is. Normally you get what you pay for, but here in this case, I think you get a lot more for what you pay. Which,
No smell, nothing,
It's a
just pay
no-brainer.
for-
Literally, it's a no-brainer because I've test driven, other electric cars, but for the amount of money that you pay, it's a really good value.
Very happy,
very
very
good value.
impressed. Yeah, I'm so glad you guys are so glad with it. And I think the thing I'm most excited about is the fact that you haven't really noticed much of. Yeah, there's been the positive change, but in terms of driving it and owning the car, it's owning a car. It's
Yeah.
driving a car. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not been a big deal. It's not been a big
No.
change. It's
It's just in my mind, it's very hard to transfer from old
Yeah.
to new.
so that's pretty much everything that
Yeah.
that you sort of I think we've exhausted the BYD Atto pretty much. Well, Arik, Serge, Elena, thank you so much. I can't tell you how appreciative I am for taking the time to come and have a chat with me. And
So,
I
yeah,
I
Thank you
can't
too.
tell you how generous you've been with letting me have a look at the car and show
it's
your
our
car to
pleasure. Thank you.
other people. So again, thank you so much. And
welcome.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
yeah, thanks a lot. If you have found this helpful, please like and subscribe. If you have subscribed already, thank you so much for your support. And we'll catch you on the next one. Safe and happy driving.